Hi everyone, Tokuda here. This is my final Dubai Fitness Challenge series that has been going on for 4 weeks. So keep going and always do your best. Let's get started. Let's start by warming up. We will rely on our legs this week, so please warm up carefully. Let's stretch by lifting our legs and holding our knees. Do it slowly, 5 times on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, let's work out the hip joint. From outside to inside. Do this slowly, 5 times for each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reverse. From inside to outside. 5 times for each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, raise your hand. Stretch your leg by swinging it upwards. Let's do it 10 times for each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now for the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have now completed our stretching. Always warm up your body to avoid injury. I would like to also start this week with the dribbling technique. However, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. I will explain slowly, so please follow with me. I will demonstrate the first dribbling technique. It's a little difficult because you have to pass the ball behind your body. So please be careful when you follow these steps. Let's try it. I will go through this technique step by step. I'm sure you've seen this technique in soccer matches. You just pull the ball and let it roll to the other side. Do this movement continuously on both the left and right sides. First, pull the ball to the back, stepping forward at the same time. Let's try it. This is it. Stop the pulled ball with the inside of your foot. Pull the ball and stop it on the inside while taking 1 step forward. The point is to stop the ball inside at this time. Let the ball roll to the other side and catch it. We'll go through this 1 step at a time. Let's start by taking things slowly. Take 1 step while also pulling the ball, and catch it on the inside. Roll the ball to the other side and catch it. If you can do this, repeat the same movement with your other foot. Pulling the ball and taking 1 step at the same time, and then roll the ball to the other side. Slowly do it again from the right to the left. It's very important to take 1 step forward, so don't forget to do it slowly. I will try it again. Pull the ball firmly, Catch it with the inside of your foot and let it roll. Catch it with your left foot. Pull the ball while stepping forward. Pull and push to catch. This is the move. The most important thing is the steps. Try it slowly and know where to put your feet. With practice, you will get used to putting your feet where they need to be. Just get the hang of it where you need to put your foot. Once you are used to it, try to go faster and faster. The trick to going faster is by taking the right steps quickly and rolling the ball accurately. Always look at the ball in a forward-leaning posture. So pull your chin firmly and look at the ball. The point is to keep your eyes on the ball as much as possible. The next dribble technique is a skill that uses the ankle and a slightly complicated ball movement. I will try it slowly. Like this. The trick is to use your toes. Stop the ball with your toes and hold it using the sole of your feet. This is a feint that is often used in soccer. Using this skill, I would pretend to be passing the ball. This movement is very practical, so let's learn it slowly. First, pull the ball slightly towards you. Catch it with your other foot and roll it from the sole to the toes, as if you're about to pass it behind you. Then, bring the ball to the front. Next is a feint that also pulls the ball and throws it back with the other foot. Bring it back again. Feint in the same way and bring it forward. Feint and bring it forward. The faster you pull off this move, the more it will appear like a feint. I will try to go faster. From the soles of your feet to your toes. Let's speed up the movement here. This will be the last freestyle trick of this series. Without any exaggeration, it is the most famous technique in freestyle soccer. The trick is called around the world. We've done a lot of freestyle techniques so far, but since this is the culmination of all we've learned, please practice it well and master it. Let me show you how to do it. This is the around the world technique. This may be difficult to pull off if you haven't mastered basic juggling skills. Today, we're going to try to gradually get the hang of it without juggling. Let's start with your position in regards to the ball. It will be easier if you keep the ball as close to you as possible. In around the world, your leg goes around the ball. Use the space under your knee, otherwise the ball would hit your foot. So control the ball, turn your leg firmly around the ball. Keep this in mind and practice each of these steps. Pull off the around the world while taking one step at a time. I will explain how. Let's start with how to kick. Lift your leg to kick the ball as usual. Keep your foot in the air. This is an important point. If your foot is grounded, you will lose time, so lift your foot while kicking. When the ball is in the air, lower your foot and bring your foot under it. And make one rotation around the ball. Let's start by kicking the ball while lifting our foot. This is fine. Try to bring your foot right above the ball. The first time you try this, you will probably kick the ball too high. Slightly lift your leg. The ball will rise just enough. Find the right timing and angle and try kicking the ball. Let's start. Now, lower your leg and kick the ball. Make sure you lock down the position of your foot by bouncing the ball once. Try turning your leg slowly. Kick the ball and lift your leg. Make the ball bounce once. While in mid-bounce, lower your foot and kick firmly. Let's practice what we've learned so far. Make sure to keep the ball in front of you. When kicking the ball, try to keep it as low as possible. Don't kick the ball up too high, it's already in midair. Just let it hit your foot. Kick the ball at a low position. Turn your leg around it and drop it. This is the complete form. Now let's work on how to turn your legs. This is also important. If you turn around from the hip and kick, you will hurt your hip joint. Your hip joint and thigh should be aligned moving up and down. Instead, use your knees to turn your leg. You may think that the around the world technique is a circular movement, but in fact, you can pull off the trick by moving your foot in a triangle. Start by raising your leg, then bend your knees, and stretch your leg. This is when you kick the ball. 1, 2, 3. Please note this moment. The stretch of the knee is very important. Raise your knee high and stretch. If you do this smoothly, it will look like you are spinning the ball. Take the time to practice the move and do so slowly. Finally, I would like to show you the around the world for myself. I think it would be awesome if you were able to make it this far. Please take the time to practice. I showed you the around the world. Now we're going to do its inverse, around the world outside. I would like to explain a little bit about this move. In the one I introduced earlier, I turned my leg inward counterclockwise. Now I will explain the outside version. The method is almost the same, but there are some things to pay attention to. The differences are small, but I will go through them one step at a time. The distance to the body should be the same as when doing the around the world. Make sure to keep the ball as close to your body as possible. The first difference is in how you raise your leg. I mentioned the inside around the world earlier. Now, you will turn your leg clockwise outward. Just like with the first around the world, if you turn your leg with your hips, you will hurt yourself. Raise your legs a little inward and turn your knees outward, like this. Remember to form a triangle with your leg when turning it. I will demonstrate it. This is the around the world outside. Practicing it is the same as before. Start by kicking and raising your leg. Lift the ball upward. When you are confident with the move, gradually bounce the ball. Pay attention to the position of the ball. Control the ball and make sure it stays close to you. I will try it again. Gradually speed up your movements. If everything looks fine, try one rotation. This completes the around the world. Please take your time to practice. The next technique is called a crossover. It may seem like a difficult technique that would require you to jump and kick at the same time. Personally, I think it's easier than around the world, and there is an easy way to do it. Let me teach you slowly. Try and master it. Let me show you how it's done. This is the crossover. It is easy to do and easy to practice. I will break it down into two parts. There are points to keep track of for the right foot and the left foot, so I will explain them one by one. I will start with the simplest one. The crossover is a technique that will have you kick while straddling with one foot and jumping with the other foot. Let's start with the straddling leg. It's better if you kick with your dominant leg. Keep the straddling for the other leg. It's easy. Drop the ball to make it bounce. Let it bounce once and kick it across. Watch me try it. Like this. Please pay attention to the timing carefully. Slowly and gradually. While the ball drops, I will try it again. As with around the world, keep the ball as close to you as possible. Catch the ball close to your body, kick it over, and catch it. Let's practice what we've learned so far. Try it slowly. Just kick the ball upward when it drops. Try this first. Next, let's try the other leg. This might be more challenging. Keep the leg you straddled earlier up. I will jump in this position and kick the ball. First of all, kick the ball as it drops and make sure you keep it as close to you as possible. The trick is to drop the ball near you. If you jump and kick, your foot should not touch the ground. Please make sure of that. Try to jump as high as possible by making full use of your hand and knee swings. Keep the ball close to your body while your leg is raised. Jump and kick. Make sure your leg does not touch the ground. I will try it again. Keep the ball close to your body with your leg raised. And jump as the ball drops. That's it. Start by just hitting the ball with your foot. Gradually master your timing and jump so that you can firmly kick the ball. Practice what you have learned so far. Now, we will combine these two techniques: the jumping kick and the straddling. However, there is no need to hurry. Take your time. Let's slowly let the ball drop before we try the technique. I will try it once. Start with your leg raised. All you have to do is straddle this leg sideways. Pay attention to the kicking foot. Jump and kick. Try to focus on jumping and kicking. Drop the ball close to your body. All you have to do is hit it on your foot, with your leg raised. Like this. After you lock down hitting the ball with your foot, practice kicking it firmly. Start with your leg raised and drop the ball. the straddling leg can be slow. This concludes the crossover. Let me show you the mistakes that I often see during the crossover. If you make a mistake, just practice until you get better. First of all, let me show you what happens if you jump too early. As the ball drops, if you jump too early, you won't make it. It's okay to jump slowly. Please wait for the ball to land on your foot before kicking it. Another mistake is not straddling. If you don't straddle, you will end up doing the cross kick. Let me show you. This is a technique called cross kick, which is different from the crossover. Therefore, make sure you straddle. Alternate between cross kicks and crossovers so you establish the difference. This is the crossover. And this is the cross kick. The cross kick does not have this straddling leg. If you practice with your leg raised, you will definitely get a crossover. Follow this procedure to practice. This completes our drills for tricks. Let's wind down and relax the body. Especially for this session, because we pulled off a lot of complicated movements, let's start by stretching the legs. Spread your legs shoulder width apart and stretch the back of the knees. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now do the same for the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, open your legs and hold both your knees like this. Stretch your hip joints. Count slowly to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finally, stretch your Achilles tendon like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again for the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Please stretch firmly and slowly. If you think it's not enough, do an additional set and calm down slowly. Thank you for joining me these 4 weeks for the Dubai Fitness Challenge. That's all for my workout. Thank you for sticking around. There are some techniques that you have done, ones that you can do, and probably ones that you still can't do. I hope that you will continue to take the time to become a freestyle soccer player. Or maybe you could use these skills on the field. Finally, I would like to show you my routine. Of course, you may not be able to do this, but I hope you enjoy watching it. That's all for my workout. Thank you very much. Goodbye.